And I mean, look how beautiful those are. Look, I love them. Hi you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I am so excited for this video because we're doing January beauty favorites and I'm so excited. Mainly because that means January is over and January felt like it was the longest month in the history of the earth. Let me know down below if you agree with me. My friends also are like, how is January not over yet? And that was like January 15th. We were like, how are we still in January? Because it really felt like January 60th. So I would love to know down below if you felt the same way about January. But we have some good favorites this month. I feel like I used some good stuff and I really got back into kind of using a lot more makeup just because I needed to do something in January and makeup was like giving me life this month. So I would love to know down below also what your favorites were. And I just want to jump into this video and get started. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into my January beauty favorites. January favorites, let's jump right in. I'm going to start with makeup as always and then kind of skincare and all of that stuff. So let's jump right in. First, we're going to start with Complexion. Now, I actually grabbed a lot of Complexion products this month and I was loving it. Loving being back kind of more on the complexion train. So the first one that I was grabbing a ton this month is the Iris and Romeo, their Best Skin Days. This is so good. I did a full review on this. This is so good. I love this. This has like a light rose scent, but it's not super strong. And it doesn't, like, when I first applied it to my skin, I actually didn't even notice a scent. I more notice it when I stick my nose in, but there is a little bit of a scent. It's really nice. It looks so good on the skin. It looks like skin. It's a very skincare meets complexion product. It is so good. I really enjoy this. And if you're on the hunt for a skin tint and you want something with a little bit of SPF, this has an SPF of 30, I believe. Actually, does it say it on the bottle? Yeah, SPF of 30, really good. Nice light coverage. I don't know, I'm a huge fan. And my skin looks so good when I wear this. And then next, I was grabbing this a ton this month too. This is from Ciel and this is their skin tint. I think it's called Skin Tint and Protect. No, just Tint and Protect. And this is an SPF of 50. This is great. My skin loves this. If you want to see a full review of this, I have a video, but this is just so good. I love this. And I wear the shade Medium Honey in this. Oh, I don't think I said the shade in the Iris and Romeo. I wear the shade 8 in this. Both, I love them both. Super nice. You don't get flashback, even though they have SPF in them, which is great. I'm not a big fan. And then for hyperpigmentation and acne marks around my face, I've been loving this. This is the Merit Beauty Foundation Concealer Stick. I'm back on my grind with this. It's so good. I wear the shade Buff, and I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand for you. Look how good that shade match is for, okay, I hope, here we go. It's just so good, and I like to apply it, let it sit for a second. You don't have to let it sit, but letting it sit, you gotta, letting it sit, you get a little bit more coverage, but also it kind of just settles in, and then when you blend it out, it disappears. It's so good at covering hyperpigmentation. It's so good. I'm a fan. So the next we're going to under eyes. So I've been using this a ton again. The Exa Beauty color corrector. This is the shade Peach, I believe. Yes, peach, but I also have the shade dark peach. This one is just, or deep peach, either way. This one is really good for my complexion right now. It's a nice pink peachy shade. The other one is more of an orange tone, but this is so good. I love this, and it's really thin in consistency, so when you blend it out, it's not adding a lot of product to the under eye, so it's not going to end up looking crazy once you layer it with concealer. This month, you guys, I shocked myself. I was grabbing this like all month, the Live Tinted Concealer. I think I wear the shade 16. This is the shade 16, and it's so good. I like to blend it out with my finger. I've just been loving it. It also doesn't crease on me. It is just so good. I'm such a big fan. I was also grabbing other concealers, but by far out of all of them, this month, the Live Tinted stood on its own, stood alone. And then the one that I was grabbing second most this month was the Kulfi concealer, because you know how much I love her. She's so good, and I wear the shade Mango Drop in this, so good. So the next we're going to move on to bronzers and stuff. So the bronzer I've been grabbing so much this month is the Rose Ink bronzer in the shade Seychelles. This is such a good shade match for me right now, where it's not too warm. It's very much more neutral, but it still gives bronze, but it's not too dark because I don't love a dark bronzer on me. I like something that is a little bit, just a touch darker than my complexion, but not much. This is a really good thin formula where, again, it's not adding a ton to the complexion in terms of how much product is on your face because it's so thin, but it is adding pigmentation and it is looking beautiful on the skin. Then next, I've been grabbing this one when I want something a little bit warmer, and I've been grabbing the Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Truffle. I believe this is Truffle. Yes, Truffle. It's so good, and it has a little bit more warmth than Seychelles. It also has a little bit more sheen than the Rose Ink, so I can wear this as a bronzer. Both of these products are kind of a bronzer contour duo product for me because they work really well for both on me. And for setting powder, Ami Collet, no one's surprised. This is their translucent shade. I've also been actually grabbing the Westman Atelier, the one that's in the pot. I don't know why I didn't grab that. That's in my purse. I've been grabbing that a ton when I've been out of the house, and I've been loving that. And then for really juicy, beautiful looking skin, I'm still obsessed with them, you guys. These are from Westman Atelier. These are their illuminating drops. So good. I have the shade Peau de Pêche and Peau de Soleil. I don't know which is which. Peau de Pêche, Peau de Soleil. Peau de Pêche is a more peachy nude color, and then this one is more of a brownie nude color or bronze shade on me, at least. So good. I like to mix them together. I like to wear them alone. Just so good. I like to wear them all over my face. I also like to wear them just on the high points of my cheek. This is such a versatile product, and these are, again, another skincare meets kind of complexion style product. So skincare meets makeup, so good. Just kind of like the Iris and Romeo, and also this one from CL, just so good. Okay, next we're gonna move on to blush, and shockingly, I haven't been grabbing that many blushes this month, but I have been grabbing 4. Now, 2 are powders and then 2 are creams, okay? So first, the cream blushes that I've been grabbing are both from Victoria Beckham Beauty. One is the shade Playground, which is, oh, it's so good. This is my most used because I've had it the longest, but also it's just like the perfect neutral shade for me. It has enough blush, but it isn't too intense. And then we have the shade Mini Skirt, which is just, it's so good, you guys. I should do a little swatchy poo on my hand. I don't know why I'm putting it on the palm of my hand, but that's what we're gonna do. Both of these are absolutely gorgeous. I love the Victoria Beckham blushes. They are just so good. And I mean, look how beautiful those are. Look, I love them. They're just so good. Okay, I need to wipe these off my hand. Am I kidding? I'm gonna get this all over my sweater. But they are so good. The wear is beautiful. They have a nice, very natural finish to them, and they last really long on the cheeks. And then on top, I've been grabbing 2 blushes. I've been grabbing the Bare Minerals. This is their bronzer blush duo in the shade Kiss of Pink, which is my most used of the shades that they have. I'm just obsessed. So good. And then we have the shade Kiss of Rose, which she is so gorgeous. Oh my, she is so pretty. I love her. I'm just a really big fan of these blushes. They are just so good, and they have the perfect sheen to them, but it doesn't look glittery. It doesn't look over the top. It is very, very beautiful. Next, I want to move on to lips. First, we're going to talk lip liner. So I've been grabbing these 2 lip liners from Jones Road Beauty the most. I have the shade Cognac, which is more of a brownie tone, and it's so good. And then the shade Rosewood, and they're so good. I have backups of both of these. They're just so good. I love them. Should I apply one of them? What's this one? This one's Rosewood, I believe. Rosewood's so beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. I'm obsessed. And they're so creamy and nice, but they have longevity. They're not so creamy where they kind of are gone immediately. They're so good. And then this one from Victoria Beckham Beauty in the shade 04. You know how I feel about her. She's so good. Just so good. I'm just obsessed with this lip liner. These are just the shining stars of lip liners for me right now. I'm a really big fan. Then next we're going to go on to kind of lip colors. So the first one is from Jones Road Beauty. This is their tinted lip color or lip balm. Is it tinted lip balm or lip color? Oh, it's just their lip tint. And specifically in this shade, in the shade Cocoa, what is it, Cocoa Rose? Yeah, Cocoa Rose. It's such a beautiful shade, and I am such a big fan. And this lipstick or lip tint with the shade Cognac, they're like a perfect match together. Then these ones. The Rowan Beauty Liquid Lip Balms in these two shades specifically. This is the shade Charlie, my most purchased. I think I've bought like 6 of these by now. So good. And then this one is a newer one, and this one is the shade Scout. Scout, so good. I'm obsessed with both of these. This is such a beautiful shade. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with it for this time of year. Girl, amazing. Then to wear with the shade Scout, which is this like beautiful berry tone. I've been loving this lipstick from Kulfi in the shade, I think it's First Sorry. This writing is for ants. I cannot read. First Sorry, so good. I love this. It gives like the most beautiful berry tone to the lips. And then the Summer Fridays lip balms. I love these. They're so good. Specifically this shade though is just elite of all the shades. This is Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar, so good. I'm obsessed with this. I also have the mini of it. It's life. And we're moving on to eyes. So for eyeliner, I still love this more than life itself. This is the Victoria Beckham Beauty eyeliner, and this is in the shade Cocoa. I have another shade coming in, which I'm just so excited to use, but I'm obsessed with these. They're just so good. I also have the shade Black, but this is just, the Cocoa shade is just amazing. Now we have mascaras. I've actually been grabbing 2 mascaras a ton this month. First, the Jones Road Beauty Mascara. You know how I feel about it. It's the best mascara ever. It's so good. I don't get any running from it on my bottom lashes, which is rare for me when it comes to mascara because I have weepy eyes. So I always get a little bit of running, but this does not run. And then the Westman Atelier mascara. I've been loving this. Actually, out of the 2 mascaras, the Jones Road or the Westman Atelier mascara, I've been grabbing the Westman Atelier one more this month. Oh, I know. I'm the problem, just in general. But this is so good. I believe this is called the I Want You mascara. It's so good. I love this. And this is like $14 cheaper than their original one in the gold tube. This is so good. I love it. It is expensive. I do think it's worth the money. I'm sorry. I know. But there's also other mascaras out there that are going to give you kind of this. But this one is just elite. I know. This should be against the law, but it's so, so good. So then, the LYS Beauty Setting Spray. I'm almost out. I have a backup of this. It is just so good. It holds your makeup in place. Your makeup looks amazing all day. I love this. I actually did a whole video where I swatched it next to like Charlotte Tilbury. Not swatched it, but I used it next to Charlotte Tilbury, and this is really, really good. So the next we're talking tools. First, eyelash curler. This eyelash curler I really like. I've used a lot, and this one doesn't pinch my eyes, so I really like this one. This is the Shiseido one. I've mentioned this a ton. Then for makeup brushes, I've been using this dual-ended Hourglass brush a ton. I love this. She just blends stuff out. I don't know what magic is in this, but this is really good. And I use this side for my foundation, and then I use this for blush, and it's just so good. And I've also used both sides for powder. Then this one for blush has been kind of my obsession this month, but if you want something like this is from BK Beauty. This is their 112. If you want something like this from Sephora, then you can get the Sephora 93 brush, I believe. That's also slanted. This is just smaller, so I've been loving this because I have a really small head. Might not look it, but I have a really small head, so sometimes I feel like brushes that aren't necessarily the size can overwhelm my face, and I have to be just a little bit more careful with application. And then the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe number 7. I've talked about this a million times. It's so good. I can use this all over my face for foundation, blush, bronzer. This is a really good brush, and I really like this side for applying concealer. So that is it for the makeup. Next, we're going to move on to skincare. So first things first. I guess technically this can be, you could maybe consider this makeup, but this is the Fresh Sugar Lip Primer. Is it called Lip Primer? Yeah, lip primer, smoothing lip primer. Now, this was sold out for a really long time, so I thought they discontinued it, but I did see that this was back in stock, but I'm currently on the hunt for other kind of enzyme lip exfoliators or AHA, BHA lip exfoliators, because I need other options than this, because if this gets sold out, like, I just need other alternatives, but this is really good. It's a nice enzyme kind of exfoliator. Then I've been grabbing this a ton, because I'm having so many breakouts, like little mini ones, but really annoying ones. Tea tree oil, because my skin just loves tea tree oil as a spot treatment. So I use this tea tree oil from the Body Shop, and I just apply it, and it really helps with breakouts, so this is great. My hands have been so dry. So the Caudalie hand cream, this one, what is it called? Venotherapist. This is so good. Hand creams, although you don't want to spend that much money on it, I swear this is a good hand cream. I believe this is like $18 or something like that, maybe $20, which is definitely pricey, but you get a lot of product and it is so hydrating. It is so hydrating. Next. This retinol alternative for the body is amazing. So this is from Iota and this is so good. I love this. This was actually in my roundup of favorites for 2023. This is so good. I've loved this product and I love this also for my arms, not just my back and my chest where I have my hyperpigmentation. This is really good for on the arms, like I get some eczema on my arms and I get some marks on my arms. This is really good for that and it's super hydrating. I don't know, and it helps so much with my hyperpigmentation. It's really good. I mean, I'm still loving the Versed one, which is still great, but I've been grabbing this one a ton because my skin has needed it. This is really, really good. I really love Iota. Their products are really, really nice, but this one's good. They actually did send me this one, but it's so good. I highly recommend also their body serum. Girl. So the next we're gonna move on to the face and then, oh, actually no, let's do this one next. Coastal Sport, talked about this 1,000 times. We'll talk about it till the day I die. So, so good, really good deodorant. It's just so good and I never smell when I wear this, never smell. Next we're moving on to face and we've been using the Caudalie Detox Oil nonstop because again, I've been getting a little annoying breakouts and this is so good. It helps with breakouts so much and it gets my bumpy skin back to where I want it to be because there's nothing worse than breakouts, but there's also nothing worse than the marks you get from breakouts afterward, the hyperpigmentation, if you do get them. This is really good at kind of avoiding the breakouts getting too bad because they don't stay inflamed for as long. So if I do get hyperpigmentation, it isn't as bad as it would have been if I didn't use this because it wasn't inflamed for as long. These two, okay, I'm about to drop so much stuff. These two are a power couple for me right now because my skin has been needing it and I didn't want to use a face mask, like a clay mask, because I just didn't want to dry out my skin. So the next, my skin has been going through it. The Honey Halo from Pharmacy is so good, you guys. This is so good. And if you have combo skin, which I have combo skin, I get very, very dewy in my T-zone, but you feel like your skin has been really dry, this has been just saving my life. Okay, it would be good if I face it to you. This has been saving my life. I am a really big fan of this. You just can't go wrong. And then I just love this. I love Caudalie. So this is their grape water. This is so good. I like to apply this before I do any of my other skincare. I also like to sometimes just apply it throughout the day, which I know sounds crazy, but my skin loves this. And yeah, that's it. That's it for my January beauty favorites. I would love to know down below, what have you been loving? Also, did you do dry January? Did you crush it? I would love to know down below. I did dry January and I'm surprised with the fact that I had a great time during dry January, which although January was the longest month in the history of the earth, I actually really enjoyed doing dry January this year, so I'm definitely going to do it next year. So I'd love to know down below. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.